wrong anime. Hi friends, how are you? We are about to dive into episode 4 of A Place Further Than the Universe, titled 4 Caterpillars. I don't have any really penguin stuff or Arctic stuff, so I brought out, this is, well, my uncle's. This is Opus from Bloom County. It's a cartoon, comic strip from the 70s. I don't know how long it lasted, but I have the book that he gave me to borrow, but never give back. But I also have Otis. He needs a bit of a cleaning, actually. He's a little dingy. But he's the only penguin I think I have. I might have some more penguin stuff somewhere. Probably. But right now, he's my only penguin, so he's going to hang out with us, at least for this episode anyway. Next episode, maybe not. I don't know if we're going to bring him with me. But just a reminder that I will be heading to New York State for the summer. I'll be interning there, and so the settings for the videos are going to change. Right now I need to figure out if there's, the room I have is a standing room, but the standing rooms are different. One has a desk, one does not, so I have to figure out the desk stuff. So it's going to be a little weird. Unfortunately, the camera positioning will be different. Unfortunately, I cannot bring my desktop with me, so the editing is going to take longer again. I am going to be bringing my microphone, so sound should not change, actually. And I am going to bring my lights with me. I'm not quite, most of the walls are kind of a blank color, so actually it might make, I might look better, just because I'm going to have a blank white wall behind me from pretty much all the videos. But we'll see how it plays out, especially with my new schedule. Right now I'm trying to force myself to get up at the time that I'm going to need to get up to, in order to take a train from one section of the city to the other. Anywho, I like this anime a lot. Its style is very unique. I have loved that every anime I've been watching has a different style. These girls are sweet. We have our 4 main girls, our 4 caterpillars. And we've established that girls are going to go to the Arctic. Now it's all about raising money and getting permission to go to the Arctic, because we have to get their parents and the school permission to go. We know, I'm blanking on all of their names now. We know our pretty black-haired girl, who's a little manic. She's definitely gonna be going. Because the other girl, our blonde girl, oh, what's her name? Hinata. Yes, Hinata. Because she is a loner. I guess she has no parents, and so she doesn't go to school. She's good to go. It's our main girl, main girl, whose name I'm blanking on as a nickname for her. It'll come to me. I always struggle with names. She has the biggest obstacle. With the school maybe letting her go, but her parents. She hasn't told her parents, like especially her mom. So this is gonna be interesting. That's all I've got to say. If you're watching on YouTube, there is a countdown timer for following along. I am trying to pause a little bit more, just a couple times more. The halfway point, and maybe only 2 more times. One before the halfway point, one after, if I need to say something, I don't want to miss anything, or if my brain's like, I gotta catch up on something. Just to experiment more with not me talking over things and so on and so forth. Anyway, without further ado, let's dive in. Summer training documents. They're gonna go. But she still needs to get permission, says Sly. No, she doesn't. Now, she kind of just really accepts that. She says, you are a jerk. Yes, I am. Are those certifications we saw on top, or is that something else? This entry is pretty cool. I wonder if we're actually, I kind of noticed that, you know, she's been, last episode we saw her, she spent so much time with these 3 girls who were completely utter strangers to her, and she's kind of been abandoning her best friend. So I am kind of hoping there's a scene between her and her best friend, so that way we can kind of deal with, because her best friend's kind of been the realistic voice, but also kind of encouraging her at the same time. So it's important for her not to abandon her. So I'm hoping we'll get to enjoy that a little bit. Also, I have giant cookies that I got from, Wawa. I gotta eat. They're so big. They're not warm anymore, though. You know, I've noticed that with more and more modern anime, we're getting a lot more CGI and stuff. And I was watching Corridor Crew talk about the CGI use in Attack on Titan. And how using CGI... they're such idiots. Using the CGI to make things... Wow. She does. Oh, it would be her grandmother, right? Oh, Tamaki, but she goes by a different name. She has a nickname. Oh, I like that. I kind of liked some of the moments I've seen in this anime, where like little things with the shoe, with the head getting popped up and the person getting smacked in the mouth. I like these little. Oh yeah, she does. She's not stupid. Her school probably reached out to her, or she left something somewhere. Mama knows. Ooh. Oh, Rin like shuts the door. She's like, "You are on your own, big sis." This is. Oh, and she forged her mom's signature? This is intense. She's been abandoned. What a weak man. Kimmery. I'm gonna pause there. Okay. Like how we framed it. These girls are so dramatic. Like what's oh, I forget her name. Like what's her Kimmery? Not the other girl being so dramatic that they ran from the adult women. They're like, why are you running from us? Why'd you react that way? They're so dramatic sometimes. Like, oh my gosh, they're all idiots. I love it. But I also sorry. But I also love how like if you got so dramatic, like she was gonna like her mom's gonna wreck her. And she pretty much just said, you have to pass all your exams. That's it. That's actually a very reasonable and sensible requirement for her to go. Pass all your exams. And then you can go. So she has to not be lazy. Dang. About that. I know she's trying to be the voice of reason, but I think she's also being a bit of a pessimist right now. She's right. That's probably part way true. That's only part way true. I mean, I don't know. Well, maybe that might be true for the Japanese system. In the American system, though, it's some people just don't do well in public school and have the requirements they have for that. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, she's so casual and. Oh, so she's more of a tomboy then. Yeah, probably. Did they something lift your life? Was that like a Dumbo 9 Kilo Motel reference? Taking pictures. Not so glamorous as you thought. Yeah, it's a bit of a hot mess, huh? It is a lot of paperwork. Like I know. Mm. Do not answer tape danger. What kind of crappy van do they have? Hmm. Hmm. Intense group. I love the music, the little flute in the back. They're cute. I love those contrasting moves between the crappy scratched up van and then a really fancy yellow sports car is right next to them. Yep, the boring part. Yeah, get it down. So she's doing a special training condensed just for them. Hmm. No, you can't live there. That's why. Ooh. We know her. That was the pretty lady from last episode. Pogin. Mm. And you're... Yeah. You have to do everything. For sure. Common sense. Be alert. Yeah. It's dangerous. It is. Her mood just changed. She knows this woman. I want to live. I want to know. I want to keep my team together. Oh, halfway point. Perfect timing. Okay. And the halfway point kind of snuck up on me there. So, Todogin. Not the way I was going to pronounce it Todojin. So, Todogin. I'm glad she said her name. Very serious. And she has to be. The Antarctic is dangerous. It's very dangerous. It's actually funny. I don't know if it was because of this anime or something else, but I got recommended videos about with Antarctic researchers, and because there's so few people on these research stations, you do have to do everything. You have to cook and clean and mop, and everybody has to do everything. Because there's no designated janitors or this or that. So you have to learn how to take care of yourself and take care of each other. You have to put each other first, because if you don't, someone can get hurt or worse, killed. And so it's not glamorous, it's not fancy. I did actually like, though, whatever station he was working at, they had a music room and an arts and crafts room, because it's good for sanitary, it's not sanitary, for sanity, but also for your soul, to have those creative outlets, because if you're just doing work all day and bored like that, it's probably not healthy at all, and idle hands are the devil's plaything. So giving them outlets via music and art is actually really cool, and I was like, I wish I had a music room, that's pretty cool. Nothing that I do would ever warrant me to ever go to the Antarctic. My field has to do with art. There's not many sculptures and paintings in the Antarctic, is there? Or anything like that. So, but it is super dangerous. So they all have to pitch in, they all have to work together. Nobody gets to slack off, nobody gets to be treated like a child. You have to put in the work. It's just the way it is. And you have to take everything very seriously, because, again, it is life or death. And, yeah, they kind of know that the hard way, especially with her mom. I'll get her name down. I'm getting them all down. I just got Kimmery and Hinata's because they're the easiest to remember. You know, our black haired girl has a super long name, and I'm blanking on our pretty brunettes name. But Captain Todogin is freaking gorgeous. Yes, she would, because she wants you to know the material. She notices her name. Bit of a loner, too. They're all idiots. They do know each other. Yeah, but she's not. Why are all these Antarctic women gorgeous? So she purposely tried to keep her out of this. So she's purposely been trying to bar her to protect her. Takako's daughter. I do find it very interesting and odd that if you're watching an anime, you can figure out if a character is drop dead gorgeous or not. That's kind of weird that they figured out an animation style for that. No, you have to. Yeah. For sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm sure there are areas that are land and ice, and you have to very strategically place it. Nope, nope, no. She's not very good at school, is it? Was she even paying attention? Southwest. Yeah, it is. Correct. Oh no. So they suck at it. Of course. Mm. Mm-hmm. They're all idiots. Hinata, though, is brilliant. She's a pretty smart girl. She's right. She's right. Oh, good for them. Each of them have like things they're good at. They're figuring out. It's nice. First comes rock, rock, paper, scissors. Ha ha ha. Mm-hmm. Oh, that you remember. I think Anana's a bit that she's a tough cookie. A little tiny thing, but tough cookie. That's dead silence. I have a hard time going to sleep with dead silence. Ooh, no, nice. Please shut talking now. Gosh, Kumari has like, look, like she's like me. She got monkeys in the brain. She's like, quiet the monkeys. Shh. But shut talking now, me. Shirase, shirase. Hmm. Yes, she does. She was cold and cut off and didn't want to look her in the eye. That's why. So they were high school friends. Okay. I wonder if they were. I thought they were related, maybe. The mother didn't. Hmm. Oh, there's so much more to that. We knew that. I like how Kimberly was trying to reach out to her comforter, but Hinata was like, they haven't known each other very well, but they've gotten pretty good at reading each other. Is there one? No, there isn't. Oh, yeah, that kind of makes sense. You would kind of need one. That's pretty cool. Mmm. Hmm. Hmm. Ooh, it does get super cold. Kimberly is hilarious. Well, be careful. It's foggy, and they said it'd be cold around dawn. She shouldn't be out by herself like that. Oh. It's the captain. Hmm. Oh, that's gorgeous. Woo! Kimberly. She was very strange. So was Shirase. Kimberly's a bit of a bulldozer, isn't she? Mm. Hmm. Hmm. Yuzuki! 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 Cute. Oh, dang. Fogging away like that. Wow. Not his reaction. Oh, that's a nice image there. That's pretty cool. Man, the way they set up the placement of these girls is amazing. But it also kind of establishes with Kimuri getting her own nice. Oh, that's a gorgeous Sir with the penguins. I love it. With Kimuri having, yeah, for sure. Kimuri having a conversation with Captain Gin. And then the way they place one of the girls, it kind of reminds us that it's Kimuri and Shiraz that are kind of like, Kimuri is the main girl, with Shiraz kind of the other main girl, and the other two girls. So they're part of the main girls are like sub-main girls. You know what I'm saying? I love the little hand-drawn stories that they do in this. It's really cute. I try not to talk over too much or miss too much. I feel like I might have a little bit. It took me a while to remember their names. Kimuri, which is her nickname. Hinata, which I already remembered. Well, they're all penguins. They're so cute. Yuzuki, ha ha ha! Got it. Yuzuki. And Shirase. They're all cute. They're all little penguins. Why does one of the penguins look really different than the others? They're all stupidly cute. I love that energy. What? You know, I love the moment. Like, with Hinata, the way she is it really is kind of how when you encounter somebody who is homeschooled or self-taught, there's a sensibility and adultness to her and a maturity to her that we got to see in the training. But then because she is a teenager, that goofiness of like her going, what? And then also with just the way that she was giggling with Kimuri. Like, she still is a teenager, but it's cool to see like how take charge and how responsible and how sensible she is there. But I love how the team building, they were doing team building. They're like, okay, let's start over. It's not working out really well. There's still a little bit more of the episode. Oh, she did her pictures of the mountain. Well, that was an interesting little scene there at the end with the best friend. I wonder if, she's feeling a little jealous and a little bit left behind. And maybe that's why she's also being a little pessimistic. Because she feels like she's losing her best friend. But also, she kind of realizes, well, maybe she's also wasting her time at that school, like, wasting her final year. And realizes maybe she's also needs to kind of step up a little bit. But let's get to the review. So, this anime is a little bit surprising in some regards. Because in some ways, you can loosely compare it to Your Camp. But the only comparison you can really get. Sorry about kind of itching my ear a little bit throughout some of the reaction. I just have, a little bit of a ear issue going on right now because of the headphones. Something I kind of, except for like the girls in the outdoors thing, it's kind of where the comparison really ends. The personalities, though similar, are also vastly different. Shirase comes across as a bit of an introvert in him, but she's also a total jerk. I think what's great about Your Camp, it's so sweet and fluffy and nice, and there's not really like any angst whatsoever. So, it is the comfiest of comfs, and it's so soft, but there's not really any angst. All the characters, though they have goofy interests and introvert, and they all have idiosyncrasies to them, there's nothing I would call is a bad habit. Now, Aki procrastinates. And some of them other I was a bit of a pathological liar, and I can't think of anything bad about Nadeshiko or Rin. But for the most part, they aren't really presented as very flawed individuals. With these characters right off the bat, you already encounter their flaws. Like, kind of, the flaws are the first thing we encounter with them. With Shirase, she's a jerk, and she's a little arrogant. And she's also a bit of a coward at times. There's some moments when she's that arrogant jerk, which probably is her mother a bit. And there are moments when she's like shy and a goofball and she blushes and stuff, which reminds us that she's a teenage girl still. With Hinata, she does kind of eavesdrop a little bit. And she's a little bit, not arrogant. She's kind of... Well, I don't know what word to kind of put for her. I actually really love Hinata. I don't really find anything wrong with her, actually. I'm sure we'll come to it eventually, but she's sort of, she's really there. No, I actually can't think of anything wrong I can say about Hinata. I'm sure I'll come up with something. With Kimuri, she's, I don't know, it's got, for Kimuri, I suppose part of it is she doesn't listen very well. And she's a little too, I guess she's very blunt, but also which can be a bit of a detriment, but also that's a good thing about her. Because she went up and just, Captain Gen just, boom, just asked her about Shirase's mom. So that was, I was like, whoa, okay, you're two are strangers, but sure, just lean into that, don't you? Yuzuki, I don't know, I think Shirase is the most irritating one of them all, to be honest. I don't know. I had somewhere to go with the flaws, but the thing is, they are presented as flawed and irritating sometimes. There's moments where it's just they're kind of jerks to each other, but then they also laugh when they hang out. Here's to summarize. This show, yes, can be compared to Eurocamp, but only bits and pieces of it, surface level wise. Outdoors, group of girls, different personalities. That's about it. The show kind of connection ends there. The way the characters are presented, not just their designs and their world building, but the way the characters are presented, the feel for them, little moments, the idiosyncrasies, but the way the idiosyncrasies are presented as sometimes as you kind of experience the more negative sides of that versus Eurocamp, which mainly the idiosyncrasies are always in a more positive light. And so, and we also, also right from the first episode, we got bullies, and we've got jerks, and we've got other stuff, so it's a dingier world. It's a bit of a more serious world, it's a bit of a dingier world, because right off the bat, we've got loss, we've got money issues, we've got personality flaws and things not being said, whereas with Eurocamp, it's just all comfy. It's all fun. No one's lost a parent. Yes, Rin doesn't have her grandmother clearly anymore, but she died a long time ago, and she's not really like a hovering character. So they're just, I would say they're both soups, but they're also very different kinds of soups. I'm not explaining it very well. This show is apple cider. Warm apple cider. There's a bit of a tang to it. You have to be in a certain mood for it. It's nice. But it's nice. It's nice and still enjoyable. Whereas with Eurocamp, it's just a warm cup of cocoa with like whipped cream or marshmallows. It's basically just comfort, warm blanket, like let me like unravel for the day. Whereas this one is, I don't know, it's hard to put it into words. I'm not explaining myself very well, and obviously so. But I still like the characters. I love all the moments. And I think what I definitely can compare is with both shows, what I love the most are the moments of connection between the characters. And that's what good writing is, not just plot-wise, but also how the characters connect and interact with each other. You see the beautiful weaving of the friendships in Eurocamp, and you're seeing all these girls, unlike with Eurocamp, where there were already some established relationships and friendships. These girls are complete and utter strangers to each other. Even Captain Gin barely even knows Shiraz. So, even though there's a connection, it's a very loose connection. So, I don't know, it's a lot of fun. I'm having a good time with this. I love how the girls were figuring out what they were good at, that they were getting to enjoy each other, that they were taking their stuff very seriously, that they didn't just give up. They're like, okay, this isn't working. Let's restart what we've been challenged to do, but now let's change the roles. And let's figure out like who's good at doing what for the team. So you got Shiraz, who's much better at counting her steps. You've got Kimmery, who's way better at using the compass. Yuzuki was still recording the latitude and longitude. And then Hanada's like the team, like captain, like do. So, and all of them play very much to their strengths of personality, but also sometimes with Kimmery, it's like, oh, I just happen to be really good at this and kind of better at figuring out kind of instinctually what to do, which is cool. I've got nothing else to say. I'm tired. I've got some editing and other stuff to do, but thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.